All right, so we're diving into Black Hollow today. And you know these creepy mansions, these haunted houses?
Yeah.
They always seem to grab our attention, don't they?
Yeah, for sure.
What is it about them? You know, this excerpt you sent.
It's the mystery, isn't it? That
From the echoes of Black Hollow.
that sense of the unknown.
It pulls you in.
Yeah. What's hidden behind those walls.
Right, like there's
Something forbidden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe even
We have to know.
a glimpse into something beyond our understanding.
Beyond our world. Like
Almost something supernatural.
a dare, right? Like, do you dare to open this door?
Exactly.
This mansion.
And this story.
This story.
It plays on that so well. You know, that
Well,
setup
what?
with the mansion shrouded in fog.
Shrouded in fog. Feet.
From the world.
Yeah, and then all these local legends
About a curse.
Right, all the whispers.
You can practically feel
Yeah,
wheels.
it really sets that atmosphere of
Feels-
dread, doesn't it? Like the house itself
Yeah,
is almost
like it's watching you.
a character, yeah, watching, waiting.
Exactly. And then into this creepy picture walks Eliza. Our fearless,
Our protagonist.
yeah, maybe a little too curious
For journalists.
journalist, right?
Yeah.
She's drawn to it, to the darkness,
To the mansion's darkness.
almost obsessed
Uh,
with uncovering. the
yeah,
dark.
I think that's a really common theme in
Yeah.
these kind of stories, right? Like
A
the
common thread.
need to know.
Yeah,
Even
there
if
are
these
types of
characters-
stories, right? Like this need to know,
Miss Pulp
forbidden knowledge,
It's dangerous.
which has been a recurring theme in literature for centuries, really.
I have to know.
It's like that conflict between
Right.
our desire to understand the world
Yeah.
and then the consequences
Yeah.
of uncovering secrets.
What could that maybe should have stayed hidden?
possibly go wrong?
Yeah. What could go wrong?
And in this case, there are definitely secrets. Eliza stumbles upon this journal untouched by time.
Seemingly untouched by time?
And this warning
Yeah.
scrawled across the pages.
That warning.
Beware the voice in the mirror. It knows your fears and feeds on them.
It sends chills down your spine
Right.
just reading it.
Like chills.
And it immediately introduces
Literal chills.
yeah, that supernatural element. Like we know this isn't just a
Yeah.
story about a creepy old house.
It's more
Something more sinister at play.
like creepy old house.
And that mirror in particular is interesting.
Yeah, the mirror.
Right.
In folklore and literature,
Got it.
mirrors often act as portals to other realms, right?
Yeah.
Or as reflections of our inner selves.
All right.
And this warning really hints at that.
Our dark sides.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And mirrors are just
Yeah, mirrors are inherently unsettling.
inherently unsettling. And this one,
And this one even more so,
even worse.
because it's described as tarnished,
Tarnished.
but with a shimmering surface,
But shimmering
almost like liquid metal.
liquid metal.
That's just plain,
Weird.
it's just creepy.
Yeah. It's not your average mirror.
Right. It's not just some reflective surface.
It suggests that it's more
It's
than
a
just a
filter.
reflective surface, maybe a gateway,
a gateway
or even a living entity.
or a living thing. Of course, Eliza, she doesn't heed the warnings.
She can't resist, can she?
She's too driven to
Too
find
driven.
by that need to know.
She follows a map in the journal
Oh, a map.
down to
That's even worse.
a hidden chamber.
Leading her down
Yeah, a basement.
to a hidden chamber
Brick.
in the basement.
Whoosh.
Basements are creepy enough
Let's face it, basements
as it is, right?
are creepy enough.
Yeah, I think basements are often associated with the
Professional.
subconscious,
Yeah.
with the hidden parts of ourselves
Like we. So it makes sense
down there
that the author would place
that we don't want
the source of the danger
in this dark underground space.
Yeah.
And then add
Look,
those
same symbols
on the walls just to amplify that sense of run.
ease. Then Eliza finds it, the tarnished mirror. She looks into it, and her reflection,
He's wrong.
wrong,
Distorted.
distorted. Yeah,
Its eyes are hollow.
the eyes are hollow.
And then it smiles.
And then that smile,
This menacing.
that menacing smile,
Yeah, what you should-
thinking about it,
I mean,
is terrifying.
that just sounds.
It plays on that primal
Fights
fear
along.
of the uncanny, doesn't it? The familiar becoming distorted and
Yes.
threatening.
You don't even. It's a classic horror technique,
Recognize yourself.
but so effective
Yeah.
because it taps into our
Rough.
deepest anxieties about identity and perception.
Then it gets worse.
And then it gets even worse.
The reflection speaks.
The reflection speaks in Eliza's own voice.
In her own voice.
But twisted,
filled with malice.
filled with malice. You're just in time, it whispers. They're coming.
They're coming.
Who are they?
Who are they?
What's coming?
What's coming?
It's so
It's so unsettling.
unsettling.
The line is just brilliant because it raises so many questions,
Yeah.
but gives us no answers.
Yeah.
It just expands
Doesn't
the
give you an
scope
answer,
of
right?
the story,
Leaves you hanging.
hinting at this larger unseen force
Right.
that's so much more frightening than any specific monster.
And then the story
Just explodes.
explodes.
Shadows come alive.
The shadows come alive.
Footsteps.
Footsteps echo
And
out
the darkness, overwhelming dread.
This sense of overwhelming dread. And the way the author
Just
describes it, the shadows as living creatures,
yeah.
really emphasizes
Ah.
that the house itself
It's coming.
is hostile.
Alive with something dark and supernatural.
The reflection breaks out of the mirror, grabs Eliza,
Yeah.
and drags her
Drags her through
through the shattered glass.
that shattered glass.
And the ending,
Oh, that ending.
so creepy.
So creepy.
Eliza's reflection steps out
Steps out of the broken mirror.
of the broken mirror, wearing her face
Wearing her face.
with this triumphant smile.
Like that triumphant smile. And then
yeah.
a new journal appears.
A new journal appears,
Blank.
waiting.
Waiting.
So
It's chilling, isn't it?
what does it all mean? This story of Black Hollow,
What does it all mean?
the mirror,
This story of Black Hollow.
Eliza's fate.
The mirror. Eliza's fate.
Is it a warning?
I think it's just a
Come on.
cyclical nature
To the mansion's curse.
of curiosity, of seeking knowledge.
This idea that the story
Might be better left buried.
will just repeat itself,
Yeah.
with the new victim
Yeah.
falling prey to the same fate.
Like, don't mess with things. It really makes you question
I don't understand.
what we fear. And
No.
why is it
Exactly.
the unknown? Is it the supernatural?
War.
Or is it the darkness within ourselves? The parts of us
Like, is it
we don't want to confront
That's
supernatural.
in this story could be seen as a reflection of our own
Yeah.
internal struggles.
Right.
The fears and desires we
Yeah.
try to keep hidden.
A reflection of ourselves. That's such
It's not just a spooky tale.
an insightful take.
It's a reflection of our own psychological,
A spooky tale, and it leaves us
or than that.
with some unsettling questions, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Are we all drawn to
psychological
in some way?
thriller? It really makes you think
Is there a part of us
about the story
that wants to see
on the other
what's on the other side
like, whole new light.
of that mirror, even if it terrifies us?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. To leave our listener with. It seems like every trip
Yeah.
to Black Hollow
Yeah.
ends with more questions than answers.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it so captivating, right? The mystery,
The unknown.
the unknown,
And the possibility.
and that possibility.
Some doors
That's the Zord.
are better left unopened.
It is left unopened. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into Black Hollow. Until next time.